Shabbat Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. Welcome to our ordination Shabbat. Let me make sure the chat is working here. Yeah, we're good, and we're live on all the social media. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Sim Shalom Zoomregation, where tonight we're going to welcome and begin to celebrate the ordination of 8 wonderful new rabbis. And we just spent some time together just a few minutes ago, and we've gotten to know they've gotten to know the rabbis on the Bet Din a little bit, and now we're going to celebrate Erev Shabbat together. So I'm going to start with let me put this service up here for you. There you go. Let's see. I just want to welcome there's Alice. Alice is Howard, and there's a puppy on the. There's Rabbi Elias. Good to see you. Audrey, Shush is here. There you go. Of course, Reba. I'm not mentioning all of our candidates here. My mother is about to join us. My stepdad. Okay. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Matthew, James, Barbara, Roberto. Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Oh. Oh. Shabbat Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Great to see you here. Let me remove the pin. And let me go to the gallery view. Wonderful. All right, Rabbi Maria is coming in now. All right, so there's Elon. Great to see you. Okay, so as I mentioned, for those of you that may not have been here before, although most of you are regulars, I dare say, we have 3 rabbis here this evening that are on the Bet Din. That's the Rabbinical court that will adjudicate or confer ordination to our 8 rabbis, and they're Rabbi Richard Perlman, Rabbi Billy Love, and myself. And I'll introduce them more formally a little later. But for right now, we're going to worship together. And we just did a little bim bam, and now I'm going to just share the screen with you for a moment, and then Rabbi Love is going to lead us in a little bit of Hine Matov.
Hine Matov Manayim Sheberachim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Manayim Sheberachim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Sheberachim Gam Yachad. Hine מה טוב, שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבר אחים גם יחד.
You wanted to watch this.
It's not on yet.
It's on here.
Put it on the TV.
It's not on the TV. I don't know why.
Okay. Okay. Well, that was so. We're going to move right along here. This is a beautiful a poem that
Come here. Can you shut that off? And
I'd love
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me get you. I got her. Okay. It's called Hachama Merosh. Hachama Merosh, Ha'ilanot Nistalka, Boi v'shalom. Even Eitzei Likrat Shabbat Hamalka Hinei Yoredet HaKadusha HaBarucha Ve'im HaMalachim Tzeva Shalom U'Menucha Boi Boi Hamalka Boi Boi Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalom. The sun on the treetops no longer is seen. Come gather to welcome the Sabbath, our Queen. Behold her descending, the holy, the blessed, and with her the angels of peace and of rest. Draw near, and here abide. Draw near, O Sabbath bride. Peace also to you, you angels of peace. I tell the story of working with, one of my synagogues was a Reform synagogue, and I remember working with, he should rest in peace, Rabbi Weinberg, and I was the cantorial soloist, and he wanted me to sing this, and I really fought against it. I was like, I don't want to do that. It's, those are the days when Debbie Friedman's hits were big, and I just didn't want to. I didn't like it, and we had an argument about it. It shows you how silly how I was, because it's just a beautiful, beautiful song. So I apologize, Rabbi. Zichron livracha. Moving right along. We're going to light the Shabbat candles. So to light the candles, I'm going to ask Alice. Alice is going to light the Shabbat candles. She's going to say the blessing in Hebrew or English, whatever you like. All right, so unmute.
Okay. I'm having a little bit of a technical problem.
Okay.
Maybe you should go on to someone else.
Okay, not a problem. How about Sharon Jaffe? You want to say the blessing?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Shush, you want to do that? You want to sing it? Let's see if she comes back. Shush. She's probably doing grandma duty. Okay, Elias, do you want to sing it? Rabbi Elias Swang.
Blessing for the candles, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Everybody, Amen. May the Lord protect and defend you. May the Lord shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel, a shining name. Whoops, a shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen them, O Lord, and keep them from the stranger's ways. May God bless you and grant you long lives. May God make you good husbands and wives. May the Lord protect and defend you. May the Lord preserve you from pain. Favor us, O Lord, with happiness and peace. Oh, hear our Sabbath prayer. Amen. Amen. Beautiful. I could hear you all singing, ladies and gentlemen. It was wonderful. So now we're going to move ahead with our... and Rabbi Perlman is going to lead us in Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashareh, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seichem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're muted.
Muted is my middle name, Rabbi Perlman. As I was saying, bless us with peace, angels of the supreme, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Ruthie is here. Great to see you. And Ilan is there. Great to see you. One of my friends from one of my poetry workshops, Brian, is here. Good to see you. It's wonderful. And we have a lot of people watching on the socials. So Shabbat Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Great to see you. I see Dana is here. All good. All right. So we're gonna continue with our service right now with a little singing from the Psalms. We're going to sing Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Sing a new song to Adonai. Let me. I'll just see who. There she is. Hey, Marvin Gruber is here. That means we can move ahead. So I wouldn't dream of working without Marvin. Here we go. Sharing Psalm 96. So this is one of my melodies. Very easy, not complicated. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz. Okay, so you don't have to sing with me, just clap. Let me see you clap. I'm going to sing Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. You'll go clap, clap, clap. Everybody put your 1, 2, 3. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Not bad. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Okay, it's enough of that. Thank you. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz. Sing a new song to Adonai. Sing a new song to Adonai. Sing a new song, sing a new song. All you people on earth. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz. And now, moving right ahead to a psalm, the next psalm, which is going to be Psalm 90, also 96. Rabbi Perlman, Yismachu Hashamayim.
I'll do without the Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim. You want to do the Hashamayim with me?
I would be honored.
All right. Yismechu Hashamayim.
Hashamayim.
Yismechu Hashamayim.
Hashamayim.
Yismechu Hashamayim. V'tagel haaretz. Yehiram hayam. Yehiram hayam. Yehiram hayam. Umalo. Yehiram hayam. Yehiram hayam. Yehiram hayam umalo yismechu hashamayim
Hashamayim.
yismechu hashamayim
Hashamayim.
yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yehiram hayam yehiram hayam yehiram hayam umalo yehiram hayam Yehiram hayam, Yehiram hayam, omalo. You do that very well with the Zoom blag. I mean, you're very good at that. Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad, let the sea roar and all that is in it.
Indeed. I always joke because the translation is,
It's in it.
right. Yeah. I like to add that God will judge the world in righteousness and in niceness. That's why I like to add it.
We hope so.
All right. Rabbi Love and I have been rehearsing this. We're going to do a piano off. He's going to do a verse in his melody, and I'm going to do a verse in my melody. Right? We're going to try it.
Okay. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabla Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabla Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabla Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Ishmianu el ham yuchad Adonai echad U'shmo echad L'shem ol tiferet v'litfilah Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela
Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Let me do the. Let me see. La 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 lecha dodi. La 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 likrat kala. La 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 Pnei Shabbat. Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Ohi v'shalom ateret baila gam b'simcha v'tzala toch emunei am segula boi chala That's a pretty melody. It's a Hasidic. La 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 lecha dodi. La 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 nikrat kala. La 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 Pnei Shabbat. Pnei Shabbat nekabela. You got another one? You got another one, Rabbi Love?
All right, you're putting me on the spot. We're going to try this. Ready?
Yeah, go for it. We're winging it.
All right. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'b'tzachara toch emunei am segula boi chala, excuse me. Lecha Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
Bravo! Bravotsky!
A tenor is born this evening. Look at that. It's good.
That was phenomenal, Rabbi Billy.
Phenomenal.
Thank-
Unbelievable.
Phenomenal.
Thank you. All right. We're going to continue now with the Mariv. But before we continue with the Baruch Hu, I'd like everybody to please unmute and to say, we'll do the full ride here. Everybody unmute. Turn to. I'll wait for you to unmute. Go ahead. Very good. Turn to your left. Turn to your left and say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Okay. Now everybody turn to your right. Even if you don't like them, you say
I
Shabbat
like
Shalom.
them. Shabbat Shalom.
Now we're going to bring it in. We're going to do something you never do in shul. Never. We're going to bring it in. We're going to have a group hug. We never do it. 1, 2, 3. Come on.
We do.
Yes. Yeah, you just hugged Morris, who told you that you shouldn't make a lot of noise in shul. Just so you know.
I'm in there with the same background as most of them.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. All right, we're going to continue with the Baruch Hu, and for that, I'm going to ask Neil to just lead us in the Baruch Hu. Here it is, right here. Neil, you there? Oh,
Neil, you have to unmute.
Sorry.
Okay.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Praise be the one to whom our praise is due. Praise be the one to whom our praise is due, now and forever. It looks like to me. Oh, there's Eric and Hediah. Excuse me, Hediah. I only make that mistake once. Trust me. Would you guys lead us in the Shema, please?
Okay. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Excellent. Okay, and we're going to join together. We're going to read in the English. All right, but don't unmute. Thank you. Praise the Lord. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. I am the Lord your God, who is truth. Here, I'm going to share. Let me stop this. I got to share something with you. I want to show you something, all of you. 1 sec, a leckin. Where is that? Because there's a relevant story. Okay, I'm going to share. Oh, it won't let me do that. Desktop. Okay, never mind. I thought I could do that. How can I do that? All right. That's not right. How about, let me try it one more time. There we go. Okay, I knew it. So, can you see that? Do you see the picture that I'm sharing? Yeah, you do. Okay, so that gentleman's name is Rabbi Gelberman. I'm going to talk about him in a moment. He was the rabbi who conferred ordination to me. And he used to tell little asides. I guess I've kind of modeled some of my style on what he used to do. And he used to tell the story of the Micha Mocha that he could never understand. Let me share the Micha Mocha. This is the song that the Israelites sang when they were crossing the Sea of Reeds. You know, after the Egyptians were running after them, and he would say in his old Yiddish accent, his broken Yiddish, I don't understand. The way we sing this song, it's like a dirge. If people are running after you, wouldn't you? You know, you gotta me. You know. So we're gonna sing a more up. La 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 la. You know, because the one we sing is one among the ones that we sing. Mi chamocha bohelim Adonai. You know, so we're gonna do this one. La 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 mi chamocha boelim Adonai mi kamocha nedor bakodesh nora tehilot osef ele yalai lalai lai la la lai lai la lai lai la 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 lai lai la lai 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 la lai lai lai. He made a good point about that song, I think. All right. And now Rabbi Perlman is going to conclude that piece of liturgy.
Malchutecha ra'u banecha v'okayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam Zeli anu v'yamru. But I should be more upbeat. Adonai yimloch leolam v'ed v'ne'emar Gevnai ad Yaakov Ogalomi ad chazak mimenu Baruch ata Adonai Yisrael.
Everybody say Amen. Lovely. Thank you, Rabbi. And we're going to continue. Where is she? Ooh, I don't see her. Yitkadav, Yitkadav, Shemei Rabba, B'yoma, Divrach Yirutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, B'chayechon V'yomechon, Uv'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, Uv'yizman Kariv, V'yimaru Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabba Mavorach, Le'olam Olol Me'ol Maya, Yitporach, Yitporach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpo'ad, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Dikud Shabarichu, Le'ela, Min Kol Birchata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechemata, Damiran Be'alma, Imaru, Amen. Adonai sifatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can rise in body or spirit. Don't feel like you have to rise. Just elevate your thoughts. We continue. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el, Hagadol, Hagibor, V'hanora, El Elyon, Gomel, Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, U'mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'man Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechai Hakol Atah, Rav Lehoshia Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechayei Hakol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umechayim Emunato Lishenei Afar. Mi chamocha bal gvurot umido melach, Melech meimit umechayel umatzmiach Yeshua. ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. Rabbi Love will lead us in the Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru Amen. Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh Shalom, Ya'aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. V'imru Amen.
Amen. Amen. Shikayach to both of our rabbis for being so musical. We're really honored to that they share their gifts with us this evening, and now we're going to move into another part of this service. So let me stop this share. Amanda Ginsberg wants to come in. I just want to give a shout out to Barbara Kirsch is here, Johnny Gaden. Good to see you. Rabbi Berger, Rabbi Rubenstein is here, and Cantor Heitman and Amy. It's good to see you all, and they're in the social media. And then everybody else who is here right now, it's beautiful to see you, and welcome. I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. So let me just do this too now. Yeah. So for those of you who might not know me, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rabbi Stephen Blaine, and I'm the founder of the synagogue, the founder of Sim Shalom. I'm also the dean of the Jewish Spiritual Leaders Institute, and it's a great pleasure to formally welcome you all here this evening for our 22nd JSLI Rabbinical School Ordination Shabbaton. I'd like to welcome our 8 rabbinical candidates, and well, let me just pin people here. I'm going to pin him. I'm going to pin him. Okay, and maybe as I do this, let me see if I can find the gallery. Okay, I'm going to pin people. So I want to welcome our candidates. Let me see, Shari. So put up your hands as I say it so I can see you. There's so many people here. There you go. Okay, I'm going to pin you. Let's see if this works. Add pin. Okay. Shari Joy Berman from Japan. All right. Same thing. Allison Smith. Where is she? Put up your hand. There you go. I'm going to pin her. Add pin. She's from the UK. Allison is. Marcos Ashkenazi. Hold on. Oh, wait. Marcos, wait. Let me get back to the other window. Where are you? A hand up. So there you go. And son. Okay. Okay. And Marcos is right now. He's in New York, and he's soon to be a Floridian. Yes, indeed. Eric Anders Fussfield, and hold on, Eric, put up your hand. Oh, there you go. Great. Thank you so much. Add pin. Great. And Eric is in Virginia.
Yeah. Thanks for the shout out on my middle name.
Oh, was that? I hope that's not a password.
No.
Okay.
It's accurate. It's on the birth certificate. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And Suzanne J. Skimmerhorn, who is in upstate New York, adding the pin. There she is. Okay. Cantor Roger Weisberg. Hold on, Roger. Yeah, put up your hand. So there you are. Thank you so much. Adding the pin. Who is he was a Chicagoan. Now he's a Floridian, and he's moving, and he's still going to be a Floridian. So that's pretty much it, right? Gotcha. Okay.
Well,
and Joshua Grossman, who is in Massachusetts. There he is. There's Josh. It's not letting me pin anymore. Why is that? All right, I'm going to
You
replace.
can't pin when you have pinned people.
Oh. Okay.
You've overpinned.
I've overpinned. All right. Well, I put him up there. There he is. You can see him.
People when you've pinned people. I'm sorry. That's what I meant.
Okay. Well, there he is anyway. He's there. He's pinned. Joshua Grossman. And last but certainly not least is Jackie Schroeder. 1 second, Jackie. Oh, there's her hand. There we go. I'm going to add the pin. There she is. Gotcha. So right now it looks like Jackie and Joshua are running the show. Rabbis, we can leave now. It seems as though I remove all pins. Okay, very good. So those are our candidates, ladies and gentlemen, and I feel very sure that they will soon be ordained as rabbis. Now I want to introduce, of course, our two additional rabbis who, together with me, comprise our Bet Din, our rabbinical court, and they will be ordaining our rabbis. Rabbi Rick Perlman, there he is. You see him, right? I can right. There he is. Hold on. I'm gonna pin. There he is. See, wave again. There he is. Rabbi Perlman. Rabbi Perlman. A little bit about him. He was ordained in 2012 through JSLI. He is the rabbi and spiritual leader of Temple Ner Tamid in Peabody. They don't say Peabody, they say Peabody, right? Peabody? Yeah. And prior to
if you say Peabody, they throw you out.
They throw you out. Okay, yeah. So Peabody. And Rabbi Perlman held Rabbi Perlman from Peabody. There's I don't know, there's something, there's an alliteration there. He held the pulpit and served as the spiritual director and Chazan, director of education, and executive director at the Temple Am. Can you believe he did all that at Am David in Warwick, Rhode Island, previously? He also served as rabbi at West Bay Community in Warwick. Rabbi Perlman is also a Chazan. He's been a soloist, a member of duets, and quartets and quintets, including the ever popular Cantors Perlman, who had a wonderful time for many years in doing cantorial concerts and worship services throughout the U.S. and Israel. Rabbi Perlman is an active member and leader of the Peabody Clergy Ministerial Association and a member of the Board of Rabbis of Greater Rhode Island. Rabbi Perlman and his wife, Kit, are the parents of four lovely children, Jessica, Michael, Owen, and Christina, and the proud grandparents of Brady, Bryce, Ezra, Bennett, and Isley, or Easley. Do you say
Isley?
Okay, like the Isley brothers. Is that how that works? Got it. Okay, so that's Rabbi Perlman. Now I'm gonna get rid of him, replace the pin. There he is. Now Rabbi Love. For those of you that don't know Rabbi Love, Rabbi Love hails from Philly, where my daughter is right now, and he was ordained through JSLI in 2014. He's got a BA in criminal justice and a Juris Doctor degree in law. From 1997 until his recent retirement and subsequent unretirement, Rabbi Love served as the chief hearing master of Philadelphia's Emergency Domestic Violence Court Unit, where he presided over more than 15,000 cases during his career. And since retiring, he continues to preside in the court twice a week as senior hearing officer. Since 1992, Rabbi Love has taught at the Community College of Philly, where he is a tenured associate professor of criminal justice, and he recently completed a 5-year tour of duty as the social science department chair. Since 2016, he also serves as the director of the Fox Rothschild Center for Law and Society at the college. Rabbi Love serves as a legal advisor to clergy of many denominations And he's a very popular officiator. If you need him, give him a call. He will be there. So, thank you, Rabbi. So, ladies and gentlemen, this week's Torah portion is Bahalotecha, in which the children of Israel and the tabernacle and the menorah continue their journey through the Sinai desert. Aaron is commanded to raise the lights of fire in the menorah. We also have the commandment to observe Passover, and we find the basis for the Talmud's instruction for blowing the shofar. Rabbi Love will share a few thoughts with this Torah portion shortly. But right now, I'd like to ask you all, and I'm going to come off of the spotlight thing. Okay. I'm going to view all as a gallery. There we go. Right now, I introduced Rabbi Gelberman to you earlier, a picture of him. And one of the things that he did at services, and certainly at our ordination, was a meditation. And so I'm going to do it with all of you. Let me just move this over so I can see the people on socials. Yeah. This meditation, as I mentioned, is from Rabbi Gelberman. And Rabbi Gelberman was a contemporary of Rav Zalman Schachter Shalomi, who is the founder of Jewish Renewal. The two knew each other, and both rabbis were on a similar path. They both engaged in spiritual enlightenment and were progressive in their thoughts and teachings, particularly around Kabbalah and the interfaith. And it's from Rabbi Gelberman's inspiration that the seeds of JSLI were planted. Rabbi Gelberman was known for his wisdom and humor despite a challenging life. You see, he experienced religious persecution as a child in Hungary, and then again as a young rabbi, when his wife and young daughter were taken to Auschwitz by the Nazis and never seen again. Rabbi Gelberman's greatest gift to the Jewish world and to all of you students, to all of us, perhaps, was that he was early to embrace the idea, very early, that although religions are different, the intention is always the same. And what's the intention? Getting closer to God. Getting close, and by getting closer to God, becoming closer to each other. He liked to illustrate his philosophy this way. I won't do his voice, but imagine driving down Highway 95, and instead of a Jesus billboard, which we're all familiar with, this one features the names of all religions, and on top of all the religions is a big G. The big G. You know what that means, right? And when you look at it, instead of whatever feelings you feel, what you realize is that we all come from the same place, from the same source. So our mission should be to inspire each other to be the best that we can be. Rabbi Gelberman was ahead of his time, believe me. So, and I just want to mention also that it was through Rabbi Gelberman that I met a dear friend and colleague, Rabbi Monty Sugarman, who was one of our Bet Din rabbis for 18 of our 22 ordination ceremonies. He passed away last October, and I want to acknowledge his friendship and kindness at this ordination. Zichron Livracha, his memory shall be a blessing. And now I'd like to take you on that meditation. So I'd like you to, you don't have to stand. Everybody just stay where you are, and just please do what I ask. We're going to now go to a spiritual mikvah. Doesn't that sound cool? A spiritual, free-flowing body of water. So put your hands out to the sides with their palms up. And now on your hands, I'd like you to feel just 3 drops of heavenly water falling, hitting your hands, touching your hands. Bing, 2, 3. Great. Now, you've got that water. Then bring that water to your forehead. Okay? And wash it. Use those drops to wash away all the negative thoughts, all the fears, all the doubts, all the judgment. Wipe it away. Now bring that water to your eyes and use those heavenly drops to wash away the blinders and the blurriness that keep you from seeing your fellow human beings exactly as they are, in God's image, your brothers and your sisters. Now take that water and touch your ears with it, and allow that water to clear your ears so that you may only hear kindness. You may only hear supporting voices. You can hear, if you hear cries for help, you can answer them. You can only hear truth. Truth. Now bring your hands and the water to your mouth so that the only thing that can come out of your mouth is truth and love and kindness and compassion. Now the last step is to take that water and touch it to all of your body, all around your body. So clean away all of the negativity that's built up. All of that negativity so that you can begin fresh and cleansed and pure in God's eyes. Now, I'd like my the rabbis here, not the Bet Din rabbis too, if you'd like, but our 8 rabbis to just please unmute. All right. Now I'm going to ask you this at the ordination as well, but I'm going to ask you as a group right now. And the question that Rabbi Gelberman asked all of us was, are you ready to serve the Lord? It's a simple question, thought-provoking. I remember it. So I'm going to ask you the same thing, and hopefully you'll respond with the correct answer. So I'm going to ask you now, and I'd like to hear your response. So all of you rabbinical students, are you ready? Are you ready to serve the Lord?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so then repeat after me. Say, Ani Muchan.
Ani Muchan.
I'm ready to serve the Lord.
I'm ready to serve.
I'm ready to serve
the Lord.
Ani Muchan. I'm ready. Ani Muchan. I'm ready. Ani Muchan. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd please mute now, I'd like to welcome Rabbi Billy Love, who has a message for you this evening. And away we go.
Shabbat Shalom. First, I want to give a special mazel tov to this amazing rabbinical class and a heartfelt thank you to Rabbi Blaine for inviting me to be part of the Beit Din. Also, it is a pleasure and honor to serve on the Beit Din with Rabbi Blaine and Rabbi Perlman, who were both my teachers when I was a student at JSLI several years ago. Also, a warm mazel tov to all the family and friends of the soon-to-be rabbis, and greetings to the entire Sim Shalom Zoomregation community. To me, it is miraculous that so many of us from all over the world can gather together each Shabbat for such a beautiful service. And thank you, Rabbi Blaine, for making this possible. Almost 2 years ago, my brother, who is an active member of a brick and mortar shul, sent out a group text inquiring about how to implement an online Shabbat service that would be meaningful, spiritual, attention-grabbing, and fun. I immediately responded that he and others should check out the services led by Rabbi Blaine, who had already been leading online services for many, many years. This evening, I was given the honor of delivering a Devar Torah on this week's Torah portion, Bahalotecha. I will now just give a quick nutshell version of the Parsha. God speaks to Moses describing the menorah for the tent of meeting. The Levites are appointed to serve as assistants under Aaron and his sons. Those who were unable to observe Passover when it was first celebrated were given an opportunity to observe a second Passover. The Israelites leave Sinai, setting out on their journey tribe by tribe. Then the Israelites complained about the lack of meat to eat, so God provided them with lots and lots of meat. In fact, there was so much meat that many of them who overindulged got sick and died. God instructs Moses to appoint a council of elders to help him deal with some frustrating issues. And at the very, very end of the Parsha, Miriam, who is Moses' sister, spoke negatively with Aaron, who is her brother and also Moses' brother. God was highly displeased with this talk against Moses, and Miriam was stricken for about 1 week with leprosy, also known as Sara'at, as a punishment. The conversation between Miriam and Aaron falls into a broad category of speech, more commonly known as Lashon Hara, which translated into English means derogatory speech. For the next few minutes, I will focus my attention on Lashon Hara in general, as well as the Jewish view of this form of speech. By the way, I found it very interesting in reading over the papers of the rabbinical candidates that several mentioned Lashon Hara specifically or alluded to it in their papers as well. So let's turn our attention to Miriam. On the surface, her derogatory words did not seem all that bad. Basically, she was complaining to Aaron about Moses' new wife, and also felt slighted, feeling that God did not communicate with her, a prophetess, in the same way he communicated with Moses. By punishing her with a brief bout of leprosy, God went out of his way to remind us how seriously he takes human conversation. Words matter. What we say can break or make friendships, relationships, marriages, jobs, and even lives. Lashon Hara is the halachic term for derogatory speech about a person, which emotionally or financially damages them or lowers them in the estimation of others. The interesting thing about Lashon Hara is that it can consist of truthful speech as well as lies. Lashon Hara is a serious sin in the Jewish tradition. For starters, it violates the prohibition of Lo Telech Rachel Be'emecha, found in Leviticus 19:16, which translates to "do not go out as a talebearer among thy people." And in Leviticus 25:17, it says, "You shall not wrong one another," which has traditionally been interpreted as wronging a person with speech. This includes statements that could embarrass, insult a person, or cause a person emotional pain or distress. A clear example of this would be gossiping about someone behind their back. By the way, in the Shemona Esrei prayer, which we recite every day, we ask God to guard our tongue from evil. Trust me, there are many more places that remind us of the prohibition against Lashon Hara. My research has turned up some not so evident examples of speech that could fall into the broad category of Lashon Hara. For example, A, do not compliment a person if you do not mean it. B, do not invite a person to dinner if you know that the person will not accept. C, do not ask a merchant how much he would sell something for if you have no intention of buying the item. D, it is forbidden to make a motion or gesture that is derogatory towards someone. Judaism is intensely aware of the power of speech and the harm that can be done through speech. For example, Of the 43 sins enumerated in the Alchet confession recited on Yom Kippur, 11 are sins committed through speech. And the Talmud tells us that the tongue is an instrument so dangerous that it must be kept hidden from view behind two protective walls, the mouth and teeth, to prevent its misuse. And the Gemara says that Lashon Hara, which includes spreading true derogatory information about someone else, harms three people: the speaker, the listener, and the subject of the gossip. Lashon Hara can lead to destroyed friendships, increased stress, loss of confidence, illness, and sadly, as we've seen in this day and age of cyberbullying or cyber gossip, even suicide. Now, I cannot speak for anyone here tonight except myself, but I readily admit that I have engaged in some form of Lashon Hara, or I have listened to Lashon Hara, or I've been the victim of Lashon Hara more than once in my life. So now that we have talked about what Lashon Hara is, how can we combat it? Well, one way to stop Lashon Hara is not simply by condemning it, but by isolating it, by reflecting on the circumstances that led to it and stepping away from the interaction that brought it on. Perhaps it was due to boredom or resentment or jealousy. I have one friend who readily admits that she is a nosy gossiper. I thought about, for a minute or two, inventing a bracelet to wear that would give us a small electroshock every time we engage in Lashon Hara, as a way to remind us and stop us from speaking Lashon Hara. Now, that would probably be a violation of the Eighth Amendment against cruel and unusual punishment. Now, as crazy as it sounds, while doing my research for this Devar Torah, I came across a website that sells Lashon Hara bracelets, albeit not electroshock ones. The words on the bracelet are Lashon Hara lo medaber elai. So by wearing this bracelet, which means derogatory language I will not speak. So by wearing this bracelet, I will be reminded not to engage in Lashon Hara. By the way, I ordered 100 of them. So if you would like one, just reach out to Rabbi Blaine and he will make sure you get one. They come in, I ordered them in black and pink, and here they all are. I would like to leave you with the retelling of a popular European Jewish wisdom tale. I am sure that many of you already know this story, but it is timeless in its message, and it's a nice way to end my Devar Torah. Once there was a man whom the entire village knew to be a gossip. He could not wait to share the juiciest piece of gossip with whoever would listen. It did not matter to him if the stories he spread were true or not. He never stopped to ask. One day, after hearing the rabbi speak about the harm that gossip causes, this man went to the rabbi and said, "Rabbi, I am truly sorry for all the pain I have caused with my loose lips. I repent and will gossip no more. Can I be forgiven?" "Yes," replied the rabbi, "but here is what you must do. Go home, find a feather pillow, open the pillow and release the feathers to the wind. Then come back to me." The man thought this was a strange request, but he did as he was told. When he came back, the rabbi said, "Okay, now go gather all the feathers released from the pillow." The man replied, "But that is impossible. They have flown all over the place. I do not even know where most of them have traveled." So it is with words. You do not know where your gossip and rumors have traveled. Once words have been uttered, they cannot be taken back. The man understood, and from that day on, he was careful and thoughtful when speaking of others. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Rabbi. That midrash came up in class, and it's perhaps more relevant today than it has ever been in human history. You know, where everything is unfiltered and uncontrolled, and people need to realize that it's all feathers, all blowing around. Thank you for your wonderful drash, and Shabbat Shalom to you. We're now going to do a Misha Berach for those who are ill. So we're going to sing El Na Rafa Na La, which is derivative of our Torah portion. Heal her and let her be healed. I'll put the words on the screen for you. But while I'm playing and while we're just singing in the background, type in the names of those you would like me to mention, and I shall. Let me get the chat up. There we go. All right, so El Na Rafa Na La, El Na Rafa Na La. Okay, so we've got Ellen K, Larry G. Whoops, whoa. Okay, hold on. Went fast. Yechana bat Rachel. Devorah bat Sarah. All who are suffering physically and emotionally. Augustus Gus Britton. Jean Cosmides. Jan Peggy. Stella V. Linda Joan. Aliyah Leah bat Sarah. Paul, Estella Gas, Manis, Dennis and D, Felice, Carol, Leah Bat Shirley, Steve Limeberg, Dave Lombroso, Ed Zimmerman, Avram Tzvi Chai Ben Chana, Yossi Ben Pnina, Shoshana Sima Sarah Bat Ruchel, my friend Joanne Gleich, all who are homeless, humans and animals, Ukrainians, Joby, Jenny, Helen Anderson, David Ben Sarah, Bill Ben Ann, Perry Ben Betty, Gil Ben Clara, Marlene Bat Chaya, Jeff Levine, foster children, Dana McKnight, Yafa Cohen, Steve Jaffe, Stephen, Georgette, Fred, Ronnie, Naomi, Jessica, Beverly, and all who need healing, Clarice, Christina, Yafa Bat Pearl, Jerry Block, Ronnie Bank, Jessica Chernila, Judy, the grandparents, Rabbi Galit, Ellen Friedman, Ziona, Amy, Tova, and Beth, Bubby, Esther. Okay, we've got over here Chaim Ben Moshe. Hi, Rabbi Myman is here. Rala Madison, Dave Poland, Art Poland. Hello, Rabbi Poland. Chaim Ben Moshe, Rala, Moshe Ben Chaim, Rabbi Rubenstein. Welcome, Rabbi Rubenstein. El Na Rafa Na La, El Na Rafa Na La, El Na Rafa Na La, El Na Rafa Na La. Chana Rivka Bat Rachel, Carol Pastor, Moshe Ben Chaim. El Na Rafa Na La, El Na Rafa Na La, El Na Rafa Na La, El Na Rafa Na La. Ladies and gentlemen, we pray for healing for all those we've just mentioned, all people who are unwell. We look at all of us here. There's 45, there's 60 people across, and if we all just take a moment and think healing thoughts, especially for people we've mentioned that we know, maybe we can make some kind of a difference. Maybe we can send some healing energy their way. So let's pray for refuah shalema for all those people. All right? And we join together and we say, Amen. All right. We begin to let's going to sing the Ladino version of Ein Kelohenu. Ein Kelohenu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein que Malkeinu, ein como Shienu, non como nuestro Dios, non como nuestro Señor, non como nuestro Rey, non como nuestro Salvador. Mich Eloheinu, mich Adonenu, mich Malkeinu, mich Moshienu, quien como nuestro Dios, quien como nuestro Señor, quien como nuestro Rey, quien como nuestro Salvador. Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, bendito nuestro Dios, bendito nuestro Señor, bendito nuestro Rey, bendito nuestro Salvador. Tahu Eloheinu, Tahu Adonenu, Tahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Tu nuestro Dios, tu nuestro Señor, tu nuestro Rey, tu nuestro Salvador. Whoops, wait a minute. Okay, Rabbi Love's going to make a kiddush right now.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen. Shakol Bevoro.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddishanu b'yisvotav, v'ratza banu, v'shabbat kadesho, b'ahava uvratzon, hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziyat mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kadshecha, v'yahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha'shabbat.
Amen. Yeshkoyach. All right, let us continue with the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach, l'adon hakol, l'tet gedula, ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. At this time, we remember those who are no longer with us physically, but who are certainly always with us. And join with me for the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'yizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mavorach Li'olam Ulolmei Olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal Shemei Dekudsha Barichu La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran b'yalma v'imru Amen.
Amen.
Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we are at the end of our service. I want to just take a couple of minutes here because let me see. So I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna call out just two names, and those of you that are know those rabbinical students, unmute and say Mazel Tov. All right, I'm gonna just two names, two at a time. That way it won't be a cacophony of cuckoo. So I'm gonna let me see. Shari Joy Berman and Allison Smith. Anybody here for them, please?
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov,
He's got a whole contingent.
Okay, well that's good. All right, that's for those two. Now we're gonna get now Marcos Ashkenazi and Eric Fussfield. Anybody unmute?
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Wonderful. Now Suzanne Skimmerhorn and Roger Weisberg.
Mazel
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Suzanne.
Lovely. And Joshua Grossman and Jackie Schroeder.
I think you could see me
Mazel
though,
tov.
right? Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov to all of you that are here. Before we conclude, I just want to explain that tomorrow you are all welcome for our Shabbat morning service, which will be very fun. We start at 9:30, Carol? What is the time, is it? I can tell you.
9:30.
9:30.
9:30.
So
And
it's, you can watch on social media. Those of you that don't have, it's not going to be this link. So I guess, maybe I'll post the link, because you're members of our community. If you wanted to come to Zoom, I'll post it on our social media pages when I start streaming. All right, I'll do that. So if you'd like to join us for Shabbat morning, that would be lovely. And then tomorrow night for ordination. Same thing. I mean, those of you that are invited, you have the link. Those of you who are anyone else who's not invited, you can watch the ordination on social media if you weren't invited. Okay. All right. Anybody want to say anything? Did I say something wrong? No? Am I right? Okay.
Rabbi, I'm sorry. I'm a guest, but I've been at a few of your other services. I've known Sherry Berman since we were in high school together, and we rediscovered each other. Here she is across the ocean in Hawaii, Japan. She's helped me bring me back to Judaism in a way I didn't expect. And we've been studying Torah, and because of her, I have had the privilege of getting to know Suzanne, who gives the most amazing drashes. I'm really overwhelmed by the quality and the soulfulness of the students that you have, and I'm sure it carries on beyond this year. So I just want to give my personal thanks and congratulations to everybody.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. We appreciate that. And as the rabbis and I were saying earlier, though, this group has just been wonderful, just wonderful, and they love each other, which is really beautiful. So okay.
Time is the actual ordination service?
Tomorrow the actual ordination is. Hold on, I will tell you. I'm going to tell you tomorrow. The 7 p.m. Yeah.
And just so you'll know, Rabbi,
yes,
my drash tomorrow is going to deal with love, and not Billy love, but.
Well, I don't know if that's acceptable then.
It's truly about love.
You got to throw love in. All right. Well, that's a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, that was what we call in the business a tease. If you want to hear about love and not necessarily rabbi love, come to Shabbat morning services.
Yes, please.
All right, so now I wrote this little melody for the priestly blessing, which we did last week, actually. Remember, those of you that were here, we actually blessed each other. It was so cool. We did Birchat Kohanim, and everybody did this, and it was really fun. So, but I'd like to offer my blessings to all of you that are here, our rabbinical students, members of the Shalom Zoomregation, and everybody who's just joined us. So, Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yaseim lecha shalom. May the Lord bless and protect you, and shine a loving light from up above. May the Lord never cease to grant you joy and peace. May your hearts be overflowing with love. May the Lord never cease to grant you joy and peace. May your hearts be overflowing with love. I want to wish you all, ladies and gentlemen, a Shabbat Shalom. And thank you for joining us in this extraordinary evening where we've been honoring our 8 rabbinical candidates. All right, so the service is now, let me stop the share. The service is concluded, but if you want, before we go, actually, I forgot to ask people to share good stuff that's going on in their lives. We have a couple minutes. So let me see, I'm going to start it off. On Sunday, it's Father's Day. And Carol and I are going to spend some time at the pool with our 2 grandkids in honor of Father's Day. So that is like awesome. All right, what do you guys got? Yeah, Roger's got something.
We got to see our kids and grandkids earlier this week. They traveled in from Chicago and San Francisco area to visit down here in Florida, and that was certainly a wonderful thing. Yeah, we're going to be moving our home in a few days, which is exciting for us as well, but not as exciting as what we're doing this Shabbat, of course.
Well, you got a lot going on, and it does sound exciting. Thank you, Roger. Who else? Who's got something? Put a hand up so I know. Oh, Paula. Paula's studying with us. Yes, Paula.
Well, my husband tested negative, and I was scared to death that it was going to come out otherwise. So that's a really good thing this week.
That's awesome. We have a prayer for that, called benching Gomel. So I'll think about that for you. That's wonderful. All right. Anybody?
Other thing is
yes.
I did my neck crunch this week, which was very
Oh, you did? Excellent. Oh, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. I'm so pleased. Anybody else?
Well,
Barbara Kirsch.
I didn't test negative, but I recovered from COVID. Thanks God for all your prayers. I appreciate that.
Benching Gomel for you, thinking about it. Beautiful. Beautiful. So wonderful. Barbara Kirsch says she's spending time with her son, Saul, and his family in Texas. Anyone else have anything here you want to share? Any hands?
My grandkids are coming for the ordination tomorrow.
That's wonderful.
Yay.
Oh, so you'll have some company. Are you gonna have bagels and cream cheese afterwards, or what are you gonna do afterwards?
We're
gonna
gonna
feed them. You're gonna have to feed them.
We're gonna eat. That's what
All right. Anybody else? All right. All right. Well, if that's it, I want to give a shout out to all these people. That John Hampel is who's going to be studying with us in the fall, and there's Kathy. I want to welcome Kathy, who's Elan's buddy, new buddy. Welcome, Kathy. Amanda Ginsberg, an old friend. Dina Weisberg. Marvin is there. Shirley from Lake Worth. Isn't this great? Rabbi Marie. Rabbi Elias. Bev is here. And Hadia and Eric, of course. Well, he's got to be here for sure. And Audrey. Anybody else? And Reba in Japan. Let me see if I missed anybody. No, I don't think so. Okay. Class should stay with the Bet Din if they want. Okay. I have a message here. So you all, everybody else can leave. Why don't we leave the class? Just stay for a few minutes and we'll wrap up. Okay. But everybody else can leave. God bless you. We'll see some of you tomorrow, I hope. All right. Hey, Brian. Good to see you. Brian Franco.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thanks,
Toda
Jim.
rabba.
Oh, thank you, Jim. Jim is the man. Thank you, Jim.
Jim is our man. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Ruthie, good to see you. Yeah.
Shalom.
Dana York is here. Professor
Shabbat
York, good to see you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
My name is Dana. I am a very lazy student of Rabbi Blaine because I started school in 2014 and I abandoned. So I'm very ashamed of myself, but what a privilege to listen to the shul today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, we'll talk.
Shabbat Shalom and Mazel Tov, everybody. Mazel.
All right.
Mazel Tov.
All right. So
We have a little Jewish geography happening here.
Yeah.
Rabbi Perlman.
Yeah, Rabbi Perlman.
Hello.
Hi. I have been a member of Chizuk Emunah congregation here in Baltimore for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Your brother officiated at my son's wedding 3 years ago, not at Chizuk Emunah, but at your brother Josh's.
In Rockville. Yeah.
Rockville.
I heard about that. Mazel Tov.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, my brother is somewhere tonight. I don't know where he is. He's traveling the world tonight. So glad to see you.
Yeah, and I have heard your family concertize on a few occasions, and you're all wonderful.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll send you the check in the morning after Shabbat.
Terrific. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom to you guys. Nice to see you.
It's a small world. No, it's a small world, period. But
It's a small world after all. That's for sure.
Yes, indeed. All right. If everybody who's not a student right now, a rabbinical candidate, if wouldn't mind leaving, that would be awesome.
Shabbat Shalom to you all.
Thank you so much. Good to see you, Sephora. Good to see you.
And Marcos, I took care of you tonight.
What's that?
You asked me to take care of you tonight after services when we're alone.
Yes.
Are we alone yet, Rabbi?
Not yet. I'm working on it. I'm just putting people in waiting room. See you later, Marv. Okay. Putting in waiting room.
I'm going to teach Marcos something.
Wait. Put in waiting room. There we go. They're all good. Audrey.
That a boy.
I don't want to just kick people out because that would be rude. Put in waiting room.
I'll teach you with a song.
I think that's it's just us now,
I think
right?
that's us.
Waiting room, except that, this is.
All right. Is this okay, Carol?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, wait. Let me end the stream. Hold on a second.
Oh, please end the stream.
Hold